We are back today with some more Pack Attack. And after a win last episode, we added 2 new diamond starting pitchers, both at the top of our rotation now, and that makes our entire rotation finally a diamond. We also have our first red diamond on the entire team, Nathan Eovaldi. He's our new ace. He's going to be getting the ball today. 5-pitch mix. He's got a sinker. He's got a cutter. Ks per nine's a little low, so I could see getting frustrated with some foul balls. But other than that, he looks like he could be solid. Our other new arm is Gaylord Perry. I feel like he's actually sneaky good. I think it was last year he got re-added to the game, and I feel like there were a couple times I faced him and it was like, yeah, he's a little difficult to pick up. But yeah, man, we got a new 1-2 punch at the top of this rotation. Everything else that we pulled from our packs last episode, though, got sold, with those 6,284 stubs going to the bank. On top of that, you guys left 23 likes on last episode, with each like being worth 100 stubs. That's another 2,300, and that brings our stub bank total to start today's episode up to 57,890. So remember, guys, hit that like button. Your like is worth 100 stubs towards the next episode, towards the bank, and you're gonna see why that's worth it, because we're spending some stub bank stubs today. Last night, as of me recording this, there was a flash sale going on in the shop, and I decided to hop on it and spend our stub bank stubs on it. We got this Vault Choice Pack. So this cost 30,000 stubs. So that 57,000 we had now drops down to 27,000 because we just spent 30K. Sure, you guys needed me to explain how monetary transactions work. But I don't know. I don't know if this pack is going to be worth it, because it says only choose 1 of 2 diamond players. So I think we're only getting 1 diamond out of this. And then it says with a chance to find 88 plus live series plus former rare tier pack special insert and chase player items. So it seems like on the top end, I mean, we could get some good cards here. Look at who's all available here. But if you look at the odds, it's only a 1 in 26 chance of pulling a 95 plus, which is those cards that showed up there when I looked. But I don't know, man. This is what Pack Attack is all about. Spend our stubs on some packs. Maybe not necessarily get a guarantee at a big upgrade to the team, but there's a chance. So let's see who we're going to be adding to the team before today's game, if anybody. Maybe we don't get lucky. Let's see. We might not have gotten lucky. Wow. Yeah, well, that was not 30,000 stubs well spent. We got to pick between Kensuke Kondo and Jacob deGrom. Can Kondo catch? He can't catch. Couldn't he catch back in 23 with the World Baseball Classic stuff? Well, either way, I think he's probably the pick, especially with the new starting pitcher upgrades we just got that we were talking about. And Kondo can play the entire outfield and the corner infield. Obviously, would have rather not spent 30,000 stubs on a bench player, but that's the best we can get out of this. So that's what we're gonna do. Kensuke Kondo. And yeah, him being an 89, I mean, the only person I could see him starting over is Cedric Mullins, but I've actually been pretty solid with Mullins. Batting 364 with him with an over 1,000 OPS. And what I like about him is he's a pretty solid fielder in center field with a lot of speed. Kondo is not as good of a fielder. So I do think he's just gonna become a bench player, and I think I'll have him replace Michael Harris here. I mean, he's a better hitter in every category, and he's a worse fielder and runner in every category than Harris, but he's got more positional versatility. We haven't really gone to the bench a ton so far in Pack Attack, but if we do, having somebody who can play a bunch of positions could be pretty valuable. And now we're only 1 player away from a full diamond position player group. It's only Matt Olson left that's not a diamond. So yeah, then this is the team that we're going to send into today's game. Maybe it's not worth pointing out, but I did pull Silver Alex Vesia, and I thought I was going to add him to the team, but actually looking at the 2 bronze lefties we have, the only bronzes left, we got Hobie Milner, who I've used a couple of times now. I've used 3 times. He hasn't given up a run in 4 2/3. He's got that funky delivery, so I don't really want to take him out. And then Yarbrough I haven't used yet, but he's got 116 hits per 9 versus lefties as a bronze. So I don't know, man. If we're in a situation where we got to get a lefty out, I got to remember that he is not a bad option to have in there. So I don't know. It's probably going to take more diamond lefties at this point to get these 2 guys out of here with what they can do for me. Anyways, though, we are ready to hop into the game today. We're still building things back up. Got to build our winning streak back after losing it to a disconnect. 453 ratings where we're at. We're going to be comfortably playing on all-star difficulty. And I don't know, 47 rating points? That could happen. All right, here we go. Eovaldi is on the mound for me. Our red diamond, our new ace, we're facing an entire team of red diamonds, except for for 1 actually. And I'm on the road. I feel like we haven't had to go on the road a ton. Most of our games have been home games. Dude's got a 431 rating. The records are still broken. And it's course, because of course it is. You play on the road, you play at course. Ooh, he went back to it. That actually might have some carry. Hang on. No. All right, it's dying before the track. He threw the pitch before that. He went fastball middle in. I ripped it foul. I did not think he was going to go back to fastball. That was actually a good pitch there. Up and out of the zone. There's a perfect. He left that changeup hanging. He's lucky it's not more than a base hit. And now he's walking Pendleton on 4 pitches. All right. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Take note of that. Curveball's got a lot of break. Really thought he left something hanging. I was about to go up 3-0. Nope. Inning-ending double play. Now it's on you, Evaldi. It's always got to be the first test. Can you throw that sinker below the zone and get swings? Get weak rollovers. Well, we got the swing. Wasn't a weak rollover, though, and he's going to get a cheap base hit to start. That's great. And he's probably going to end up on second, isn't he? Man, he swung at that, too. That actually ended up in a decent spot. I slide stepped every pitch that at bat. And that could be my double play. We've got a lot of speed, though. Got to get this quick. Rod's not quick enough on the turn. Okay, though, we got the curveball getting a grounder. All right. I'm actually really... He had 2 guys with 99 speed on first base, and he didn't steal. Interesting. Dude, give me a little cheap hit. There we go. That's just good contact rating right there. Nice little inside-out swing, leadoff base hit. Does Carew steal? I forget already. He's got some stealing, but he's got 99 arm strength behind the plate, though. Mid-70s pop time. There's not really free steals here today. And I popped it up, dude. He's pitching around me. We're getting into deep counts almost every at bat, and then I'm not hitting the pitch that he leaves over the plate. We got a 3-1 count. Sinker right over the heart. Okay, I'm gonna try taking off here. Get into scoring position with 1 out. Okay, we are in. And we got to get around on that, dude. That was just one of those where I really felt like I was on it. I felt like the timing was good, and it just wasn't. And that's always a little scary. When you got to swing earlier than you think just to have good timing. No, and they did ring me up on that. I know I'm going to hit this guy. I just don't know why it hasn't happened yet. All right, I mean, we're getting a lot of weak contact. I mean, that was 5 batters sat down so far on 8 pitches. Very different so far from the game he's having on the mound. I mean, this is the kind of guy that the strategy is really just like, don't throw a strike. Just throw everything out of the zone, let him get himself out. That's like the kind of the progression you go through. The first level is throw pitches that look like strikes and end up as balls and see if they chase. If they start taking those, then you throw pitches that look like balls and end up strikes. See if they take those, and if they start swinging at those and make good contact, then you're just dealing with a good player, and you just got to make good pitches and mix up your timing and that sort of stuff. Fortunately for now, it's just a lot of weak contact. All right, Mullins. I really thought about trying to lay down a bunt with him with the shift on. I mean, it's so tempting. He's got the shift on, lefty, and like 89 drag bunting. But he came through. Came through on his own without needing to resort to that. And Dansby gets it through. All right, there's another one there. I was thinking about taking off with Mullins. I didn't. We get him up to second anyway. Ortiz, that's not getting down. It is getting down. I feel like he could have gotten there, but I'll take bases loaded. I'll take 3 consecutive singles to start the inning. We just got to actually get a run across. I haven't had trouble getting runners on base so far. It's been bringing them around. And unbelievable. I mean, we're getting a run around, but seriously, it does not need to come at the expense of a double play. It's the lead. Be happy. Tell me I got it. Tell me Coors is gonna... No, it's not even close. I mean, we got the lead, but seriously, dude, you load the bases with nobody out, and you only come away with 1. Back-to-back takes to start the inning. Okay. Are we in take mode or are we actually seeing the pitch as well? All right, there we go. Pop up on the 2-1 count. I don't know. I kind of want to test this now. Were we just taking the first pitch of the at-bats because I'm throwing everything out of the zone, or are we actually seeing pitches now? Well, that might not be the best test there because that was just an elite pitch. I did say we were going to have trouble with foul balls, didn't I? We haven't gotten a strikeout yet. And he made contact again. He actually kind of timed that up, which is a little scary. Oh, wow. He took strike 3. Didn't see that coming. Oh, my God. That's not going anywhere. I got all excited, and then I remembered Rod Carew's got 49 power versus lefties, and even though this is Coors, it's still deep out there to right center. Oh, my... And then a 4-pitch walk to Duke Snider. Okay. Interesting choice to be pitching around Duke lefty-lefty with nobody on and 2 outs. And I look at strike 3. All right. Well, that was probably my worst inning yet. We didn't get a hit. There we go. How about that splitter? How about back-to-back punch-outs? Duke, you're going to get there, right? Okay. And it should be a nice, easy little rollover. We're still keeping him off the board. I don't know, man. At this point, I'm almost thinking we gotta get Steve Carlton out of this game for me to score some runs. I'm getting base runners on. That hasn't been an issue. I'm just not really bringing him around to score. I don't know if he just has like a really high clutch rating and that kicks in then when I get runners on base. Maybe he just locks in as a person when I get runners in scoring position. I don't know. That's also my 3rd walk of the game, and all 3 walks have been on 4 pitches. So that confuses me even more. Like, he just has at bats where he just totally loses command out of nowhere. I don't get it. And then he gets me to ground into a double play, because that's just how this game is going. That's what's happening today. 4-pitch walk, hanging changeup, and it gets 2 outs. That's the plan, to get 2 outs on 5 pitches. And then I don't get around on that. That was my new worst inning by far. Dude, I'm also worried he's gonna run into something at some point. He's made a couple of good swings over the last couple innings. It's Coors. He just needs a little bit of lift on it, and it's a tie game. All right, we'll keep doing this though for now. I mean, that's back-to-back good timing swings with at least a decent PCI to hit it somewhat hard. I don't want to speak too soon here. Cedon's fast. We're good though. I mean, we're still sitting him down. I feel like that's going to change, but for now it's working. I'm buying myself time. I'm buying myself time to get some runs across, but it's already getting late. It's already the 6th inning here. We're already in the back half. And there's another 4-pitch walk. It makes no sense. Do I just like commit to not swinging at the first pitch here to not ground into another instant double play? I did, and it was a ball also. All right. That could have done damage too. We're not on it. We get runners on, we can't hit. This isn't where he takes him out though, is it? With the lefty coming up? I know I got a perfect off of him with Carew, but like it's still lefty, man. Wow, he took a minute to make that decision off the pause timer, but he actually is taking him out. Either that's really smart or really dumb. I feel like there's no in between. Because like I was not hitting Steve Carlton, but I was seeing him. There's a difference between hitting somebody and seeing somebody, and if you're seeing somebody but not hitting him, maybe it's smart to take the guy out before they start hitting him. If he's just going to bring the new guy in to walk me, though, that's not going to work for him. Not quite a 4-pitch walk. We went 3-0. He dotted me on the corner and then walked me. There we go. Nope, actually, that's not going to go, is it? Nope, well, it could have. He robbed it, because of course he did. I was more celebrating the fact that I didn't hit it on the ground to end the inning on a double play than I was actually thinking I, like, did something with it. How does that only come off the bat at 91, though? That's what we needed. We can all take a sigh of relief now. Finally, I got the big swing. That gives us a very comfortable feeling. 4-0 lead now. And Johnny Bench getting a hit. All right, we only had to see the glitched Grant Taylor release for 1 pitch. And then, okay, back to normal. All right, well, all of a sudden now with some cushion, we've given Evaldi the chance to think about a complete game here. He's still got a little over half his energy. That's not going to help. Well, at least that was only on 1 pitch, so. Oh, and that could be my double play to instantly get the runner off the bases. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be at first. That's Devers running. Get it over there. Jose said he got a blue reaction on that. Yeah, it didn't feel like it. It's okay. That just makes the double play even bigger. Oh, we got him chased up. It actually worked. All right. Still scoreless. Oh my God, dude. Is this how the game combats Grant Taylor's like fluky, or not fluky, the glitched release point? They just give you fluky hits. That's where the fluky comes in. I've seen 2 pitches from Grant Taylor out of the windup, which is where his release point has that glitch. But those 2 pitches, I've had 2 fluky hits. And there's another 4-pitch walk. I mean, only one of these walks wasn't on 4 pitches, but it also essentially was. It was 3-0. He threw a strike on a pitch I would never swing at and then still walked me. And now we're getting a new arm. I definitely have trouble hitting Kenley, though, whatever Kenley it is. Oh, that is getting through. I'm going to send him. 83 speed. Oh my God, okay, that was closer than I thought it was going to be. That ball kind of died. He had to run in on it a while. I thought I was going to be in there easy. Terry coming through, though, with another RBI. Okay, that's our first walk. That was nowhere close to a 4-pitch walk. We load him up, nobody out. This could be big for Carew. We have the mercy rule run on deck at this point. Carew to the gap. It is getting down. Okay, for a second, dude, that right fielder got in on it pretty quick. Is that going to clear the bases? It is, because he threw it all the way into third. Rod Carew with the big swing. What's this pause for? We're done. That's what that pause is for. No mercy rule because we couldn't even get there. That's like the last 2 games were so similar. This one I just figured it out a little earlier, but both these last 2 games I like had a lot of trouble scoring early, and then all of a sudden I just turn it on, I explode, and we make him quit. And we do get just enough to get up over 500, so we'll be getting whatever the rating reward is. We also get Evaldi up to parallel 1, Bautista up to 2, Carew up to 2. Only 3 parallels today. And then, yeah, we get our 500 rating reward, wild card reward. I forget what comes in that. It's a random deluxe. So let's go ahead and get this open then before we buy the rest of our packs. Remember, we separate these because I can add whoever we pull from a rating reward to the team. I just can't sell them to go to the stub bank. So if we pull an upgrade here, we can use them. It's going to be a egg hunt series. Candy basket. I don't really see whoever we pull here making the team unless it's like Sean Armstrong. Let's see if we get lucky. Give me a Sean Armstrong. Let me see a diamond reliever. Nope, Torrey Hunter. I mean, I guess technically with him being the same rating as Mullins, we can give him a look. But I've been liking Mullins, so I don't know if I see getting rid of him. And all right, then tallying up our final stub count from that one, we are going to end up making 26,680 stubs. And you know what? This time, instead of buying another Premier Pack, I am going to go with the June Spotlight. Just switch things up a little bit. We've got like 2 weeks left of these summer packs being in the shop. This Spotlight Pack 2 is going to be our last chance to get it. But I just want to get one of these. There's actually a really solid reliever in here, Chase Petty, who honestly I might want more than either the red diamonds in this pack. So hopefully we get lucky here, but that's what I'm spending the majority of our stubs on today. And then we only had enough left over for 1 more show pack. So let's see what we get here today. Any luck out of the show pack? No chase pack, not even a silver. There we go. All right, and then the main event here. Like I said, I really want this Chase Petty. He's a really good 5-pitch mix. Solid hits per 9 both ways, but like really good against lefties. You like the reverse splits like that. So let's see. Let's see what we're getting here. It is a diamond, so it is a low round. So that means it's a chance that it's Petty. What do we have? We got it. Hey, I'm not used to actually pulling the card that I was going after and the one that I wanted. So, all right, there we go. Very solid bullpen upgrade right there. That paid off then to get the Spotlight pack instead of the Summer Series here. So, all right, then that is going to do it for today's episode of Pack Attack. We're getting back into the swing of things here, getting our rating back up, and we're slowly but surely rounding out our team a little bit more. Then I'll be a little bit more comfortable this time around as our rating gets higher. But remember, again, hit that like button. Make sure you've left your like. Every like gives me 100 stubs towards next episode's stub bank. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. We are closing in on 3,000 subscribers. Let's get there sooner rather than later. But thanks for watching today, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.